Good effort tonight from the Toronto Raptors, as obviously in Memphis for the final game of the 7-game road trip. And they win it. A tight one. 106-103 over the Grizz and improve the record to 25-30. So you're still 500. You've won a couple games in a row. And you win the road trip 4-3? Like what? Obviously, no Dylan Brooks today, no John Morant, of course, and obviously no Steven Adams. We saw what Steven Adams did at Scotiabank Arena and how much of an impact he made. So, some key losses for the Grizz tonight. And it looked very bleak that the Raptors were going to win this game. We're like, yeah, we're going to lose on the road to a very short-handed team. This is going to be ugly. But I'm going to fast forward to the fourth. Actually, no, before I fast forward to the fourth, let's get through the first few frames, right? First quarter, you lose by 3, 31-28, who cares? Second quarter, 31 apiece, who cares? You're down 3 at the half. Third quarter, your offense can't do squat. Neither can theirs, really. They only scored 24, but you only scored 19. And the Raptors are down by 8 heading into the fourth quarter. You know, at one point they were trailing by, I think, like 15 or something. The Raptors made a nice, I think it was like a 7-0 run to end the third quarter. It tells you how bad they were the first like 3 quarters of the third quarter. And they get it within 8 heading into the fourth. The question is, are they going to be able to continue that? And guys like Malachi Flynn, Thad Young, they were great. Chris Boucher was amazing off the bench, double-double for him. And that early part of the fourth quarter where those guys held their head above water and, in fact, built on it and brought the deficit back. And then it was just back and forth from there. Tight game, 5-point game or less, pretty much the rest of the game. But now let's go to the final 2 minutes of this one, shall we? The Raptors take a 1-point lead. And we're thinking, oh my God, I think this is their first lead of the game. In the dying minutes of the fourth, they're up by 1, but Raptor fans, as we've seen a lot, this team has found so many different ways to lose games. Being up only 1 doesn't really mean anything to us. Then Memphis gets two straight shots, and I think Xavier Tillman gets 2 free throws, knocks them both down, and you're down 3 now. So I think they made the 1 field goal and had the 2 free throws to put them up by 3. And you're like, okay, here it goes. Dying 2 minutes, you're up 1, now you're down 3 on the road. Doesn't look good, right? Not at all. But then things change. Scottie Barnes. I mean, it's remarkable watching this guy go to work, isn't it? He gets in the paint, gets 2 guys on the baseline, kind of fades a bit, drills the jump shot to make it a 1-point game. And then I got the list of what happened here. Then Tyus Jones, missed the shot. Gary got the rebound. And this is all with about, 30 seconds to go. And I got the clip here because I wanted to talk about this one. Because watching Scottie go to work, it's beautiful. So, what do we got here? Down by 1. They're down 103-102 with 27 and a half seconds left. We've seen this story before, how they lose these games. But Fred gives the ball to Scottie. Scottie looks, and I got a little bit of audio here. Let me turn that down. Scottie drives on Jaren Jackson and then puts the hook shot over top of him, and it falls to give the Raptors the lead. Scottie is jacked up. He's fired up. I'm fired up because the youngin's making big shots in big moments, and the Raptors go up 104-103. We haven't seen this year. We've been so used to seeing them fall apart and somehow lose by 10 after all that. But now you have the lead with, you're up by 1. But we're all, again, the mindsets are flying of they're going to find a way to lose. Right? They're going to give up a buzzer beater to Desmond Bane and it's over, right? That's what we're all thinking at this point. Well, after the Scottie Barnes hook shot, they call a timeout. And then Desmond Bane drives into the lane. Fred blocks and they initially call the foul. They go to the review. It's overturned. It's a clean block and then it's Raptor basketball. Now, I think they could have called a foul. There was some contact on the arm and on the body, but they don't, we've seen that before, right? Where they say, well, this challenge was successful on that play, but there was a foul somewhere else. Well, that wasn't called. And it's Raptor basketball. And the ball gets inbounded to Gary. He dribbles it out, right, and gets beyond half court, and then gets fouled. Then they inbound it to Pascal Siakam. He gets fouled with about 9 seconds to go. And you're all up by 1, so these are big free throws. And Pascal was struggling to this point defensively, in major foul trouble in this one. It was really tough to watch Pascal today. But he knocks down both free throws there to put the Raptors up by 3. And then, I don't know why they drew this play up and why Desmond Bane's not taking the last shot of the game. They inbounded to Jaren Jackson, and Scotty Barnes is all over Jaren Jackson. He tries to make some move to get him loose. Nah, Scotty's glued. And then right as he goes up, Scotty's got all the arms right in his face. Nothing doing. It actually almost went down, but it didn't. And then it gets tapped around. Pascal comes down with the rebound, and that is the ball game. They won a tight game. I don't care who was on the other side. I don't care that Ja, Steven Adams, Dylan Brooks was not playing. Dylan Brooks got in a fight, so I mean that's all there is to it. I'm proud of these guys for the fight. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know who's going to be here for the next game against San Antonio, because obviously the final game before the trade deadline. But you have 2 days off now, right? You don't play tomorrow. You don't play Tuesday. Excuse me. Your next game is on Wednesday. Who knows? But no matter what, enjoy this game. Because it was fun. It was entertaining. It was a good finish. You won a close game. And your rookie, I don't want to say, okay, your sophomore got the job done. And then shout out Blake Murphy, because I want to read a stat that he posted on Twitter, because it's remarkable. Scotty Barnes, Scotty continues to be one of the most efficient crunch time scorers in the league. And you'd be like, okay, calm down a little bit. Barnes is now 23 for 39 in the final 5 minutes of a game, and the score is within 5 points. So those are a lot of the games Raptors have lost. And he's also 4 of 8 on threes and 12 of 13 from the free throw line. I'm sorry, but that's damn clutch. And Raptor fans have seen it enough. The Pascal ISO, the Fred ISO at the end of games looking for a step back 3 to take the lead, or Pascal, step back 3 even though he's not really a great 3-point shooter. Those aren't the guys who want taking shots. Scotty, who loves being in the paint, goes in the paint and makes 2 big buckets over all-star Jaren Jackson. He put him to work on that last shot of the game. Doesn't matter who was playing, whether it was Steven Adams, whether it was Dylan Brooks. Scotty went at Jaren Jackson and got both. Was it both shots over top of him? Hold on, let me have a quick peek. Let's see if I can go back in that video just for myself and see if I can find who he was on that first drive. So, because I want to see if he went at Jaren Jackson twice and then contested the final shot. Okay, so no, I think was that Conchar? And Jaren Jackson came over and contested the shot. So they both were in his face and he made that shot. Scotty was money. Look, again, first 3 quarters, non-existent. And we've seen that so often this year. But in the fourth quarter, man, oh man, Scotty was good. 13 of his 16 were in the fourth. Electric. Let's get to these player stats. Precious Achiuwa, not a bad night. 10 points, 8 boards for him. 5 of 12 from the field. Was 0 of 3 from distance. Would have loved to see him finish more efficiently. But did have 3 steals in the game. However, was a minus 11. So again, these are games I look at as plus minuses as a big factor. And Precious struggled defensively. A lot of straight line drives he was allowing today, and it was off screens, and it just not a good night for Precious. Did get 10 and 8 though, and 3 steals. Scotty, we talk about it. The fourth quarter, electric. End of the game, 16 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. At one point, was shooting 1 of 7 from the field. Ends the game 7 of 15. Was 2 of 6 from 3, and 2 steals, 2 blocks, and was a plus 7. I mean, his fourth quarter play was just outstanding again. Remarkable, and I'd love to see him continue to get the ball more and more and more in the fourth quarter because he's showing how good he can be. and how great he is. Pascal, he just looks so tired and just so drained. Because the shots aren't falling. The mid-range is still good, but he shot 7 of 17. It's not terrible. It's not bad. But he's not getting to the free throw line nearly as much as he was. Remember, he was averaging like 8 a game? When was the last time he had 8 free throws? You know, I'm just going to quickly look that one up for you guys. Because I remember he was going to the free throw line at will. He was driving in the paint, getting the calls. Where's Pascal? Here he is. Game logs. Okay. Because I'm very curious as to when was the last time he had 8 free throws. When was the last time he had 8? It was January 17th against the Milwaukee Bucks. That was the last time Pascal got to the free throw line more than 8. He didn't get there 7 times. The most he's got since then is 6. Either he's just settling for a lot of mid-range jump shots, or the referee's just not calling anything on him anymore. I don't know. 19.6 boards, 5 assists, shot 7 of 17 from the field, 3 of 4 from line. He was 2 of 6 from 3. But in a game where he won by 3, he was minus 13. And he was in foul trouble. I mean, how many minutes did Pascal tonight? I know I'm all over the place with this stuff, guys, but I'm thinking about it. He only played 28 minutes. 28 minutes for Pascal. And he had 5 fouls. He was royally in foul trouble, and it was very evident. But the team picked up the slack when he was not on the floor, right? Fred, the shot wasn't falling. He was a +4 on the floor, so it didn't hurt you. But 15 points, 5 boards, 7 assists, 6 of 19 from the field, 1 of 1 from the line. I think it was a technical. 2 of 9 from 3, and had a steal and a block and a +4. Again, not as great, not his best night. Gary Trent, he struggled. He struggled today, but again, he's been so good recently. That's fine. Tough night. Get back at it and be good against San Antonio. I'm not worried about him. 10 points, 2 boards, no assists on 5 of 14 shooting. Missed the 1 free throw he took. Missed all 3 threes that he took. And was a -7. Just really struggled today. But again, team won. So, he kind of gets put by the wayside a little bit. And the bench. Let's quickly touch on this. Boucher and Thad were outstanding. Boucher, 17, 10, and 1. Had a double-double. 7 of 10 from the field. Was 3 of 4 from 3. He was a +12 in the game. And he was electric early on. Really nice game from Chris Boucher. Thought he was all over the place. Just super aggressive. Just loved his game. Thad, one of his better games as a Raptor. When you needed him to be good, especially in that fourth quarter. The little two-man game with him and Scotty, leading to a Scotty layup, dunk thing, whatever you want to call that. Took it to the rim hard and kind of threw it down, but I don't know what you want to call that over top the defender. But, and then obviously, playing without the ball, Malachi Flynn driving into the paint, going up for it. Thad Young basically right there. He drops it off for Thad, throws it down. Thad Young had another dunk as well. Just a really nice night, solid night. 14 points, 4 boards, 4 assists for Thad. 5 of 8 from the field, was 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Was 1 of 2 from 3, had 2 steals, and was a +12. I loved Thad's game tonight. Thought he was absolutely fantastic. And for a veteran of his age, I just, really proud of him for that. And Malachi Flynn, look, the stats may not suggest it, but if you watch that fourth quarter, he did a phenomenal job. Only played 17 minutes, but he had 5 points, 1 rebound, and had 5 assists. He had 5 dimes in 17 minutes, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, had 2 steals, but he was a +11 while he was on the floor. The bench gave you everything. Malachi +11, Thad +12, Boucher +12. Remarkable stuff from those guys, and a big effort and a big reason of why they won this game tonight. Quickly, team stats. Raptors shot 44% from the field. They shot 49% from the field. The Raptors shot 23 more field goals than the Memphis Grizzlies. Did I say Milwaukee Bucks at some point in this video, other than the last time Pascal shot 8 free throws? I don't know. I just feel like I've been saying it a lot. 31% from 3 for the Raptors, 37% from 3 from the Grizz, and the Raptors got to the free throw line only 12 times in the game, but they took 39 threes, so it's fine. I think it was 39. Anyways, 58% from the free throw line. Yeah, not pretty. They shot 74% from the line. They were obviously at the free throw line a lot more than the Toronto Raptors. And these are big numbers of why this team won today. They were +3 in the offensive glass, so nothing crazy, but a 21-7 win in that category. You made them pay for their mistakes. Really good job. You caused 20 turnovers. That's Raptor basketball. You only had 11. You were +12 in points off of turnovers, 29-17. You dominate. You won the offensive boards. You converted on your second chance points. You turned them over 20 times. You had 29, you were plus 12 in points off of turnovers. That's the Raptors' philosophy on the defensive end. And they did that today. They executed. Now again, does this change anything about what direction they look at? No. But I'm proud of them for the effort tonight. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the game today, because it was entertaining, smack the like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if it's not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from the game for the Toronto Raptors? The Twitter and Instagram links are down in the description, so follow up, send me a DM, guys. Do all that great stuff. Please do so. The Discord link is down below as well, so go nuts. And I will talk to you guys on Friday, Leafs edition, as obviously they're back in action in Columbus, taking on the Blue Jackets. And as for the Raptors, they come back home and take on the San Antonio Spurs at Scotiabank Arena at 7:30 on Wednesday. The final game before the trade deadline. What's the team going to look like? Who knows? All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the win today. We'll talk to you guys then.